refused by the court. But that does not mean that we'll go again, even if it's tomorrow or the day after. It's a fundamental right. The right to ingress and egress is a right that should not be deprived of anybody, any citizen of the country. My Lord has delivered a ruling in respect of the application that we have made. We feel that we are entitled to the passport. Passport is the constitutional right of Omoyele Sowore, and we sincerely feel that that the ruling should have been in our favor. The ruling is not in our favor. We are not happy, and it's a natural consequence of the ruling that's the reason why we are not happy. But that does not mean that we give up on what is just, what is right. What Omoyele Sowore is fighting for is for everybody to be able to enjoy liberty, freedom, freedom to express themselves, freedom as encapsulated and enshrined in the Constitution, freedom, to ensure that even after criticizing government, that you are not prevented from living, you are not prevented from enjoying and roaming the street. What has Omoyele Sowore said, that even this flippant and hopeless and senseless charge should have been brought against him in the first place, that the IG Egbetokun is illegal. It's illegal now. What are we talking about? Is it not an illegal? Like, what is he still doing in office? All his mates, they left, they were retired yesterday. 7 DIGs were retired yesterday. What is he still doing in office? We cannot be destroying institutions because of individuals. And so a man like Omoyele Sowore that is fighting for what is just, what is equitable, what is fair for the nation, instead of everybody celebrating him, you begin to vilify and witch hunt him. And the most painful part of it is that this abuse is being done by the illegal Inspector of Police. Is using the institution of the police, abusing prosecutorial powers of the police by violating the Police Act. Is using the police for personal vendetta against Omoyele Sowore, and all are sundry, whether from the bar or the bench, must condemn same. It is our view, our considered view, though some may disagree with us, that citizens have the right to express their grievances. Only tyrants will disagree with this assertion. Every citizen of Nigeria has the right to criticize government. We do not even support this government in any way or form, whether they are emergence or otherwise. But it is within our right to hold these views. For anybody to say that they must make us support the government or accept the government, we believe that even the process that brought in this government was fraudulent. You understand? So we do not accept the outcome of the election. You understand? Because we do not think that even INEC knows that INEC is not credible. So these are the issues. So you now prevent someone from expressing himself or holding true to ideas and ideas that he believes in, just because you don't like his face, you don't like the way he conducts his things, or you don't like his approach. That is putting a Nigerian beneath the law. And those are the things that we disagree with and will continue to challenge and fight. That we have been denied this application does not mean that we will not come back tomorrow. We will still be back here tomorrow and we'll try again. Thank you.
Yes, thank you.
So this is Omoyele Sowore's lawyer, Deji Adeyanju, giving the press briefing about the occurrence of what happened today. So this is Omoyele Sowore's lawyer, Deji Adeyanju, giving a breakdown to the press of what happened at the court today, in the courthouse today, when they went to reapply and to get Omoyele's travel passport. If you remember, there's a case ongoing right now between Omoyele Sowore and the Inspector General of Police. Egbetokun is his name? Yes, that's the man. And Sowore had accused him of being illegal, that he had passed whatever the Police Commission Act says. So either you have spent 35 years in service or you're above 60. Either of the two, whichever one comes first, you should be retired. So it appears to be that this one or both of them has actually happened, and then Tinubu extended his tenure. Based on the constitution, it shouldn't be there anymore. And on that basis, when he came back into the country, he was apprehended. He was told to come to report to the police station, which he did, and they seized his passport. And that's the case. So they went back to him, reapplied for him to get his travel passport, and the court denied the request. Now, what Deji is saying here is this, right? That the IGP is using the police prosecutorial act or responsibility for his own personal use, or his own personal goal, in the sense that is now deemed is accusing Sowore of being a travel risk. So on that basis, is saying to court, don't release his passport because if you do, he's going to travel, and if he travels, he won't get him. But I think Sowore had passed that stage where his passport should be seized from him anyway. That's my opinion, because on his own recognizance, you should be able to release him. He's contested for presidency already. He's been to court several times. So, and he's come to face all charges, been jailed for several times by administrations. So literally, it's like you telling somebody you're going to arrest Gani Fahimi or Femi Falana for, a late Gani Fahimi, but now Femi Falana for criticizing the government or the IGP. Do you understand? So, but by and large, I think what Deji is actually saying in essence is that we're being gagged, as Nigerians. We're being told we must accept the government. We cannot criticize the government. And if we do criticize the government, then there's an issue. So and this is something that we all have to, in a nutshell, stand up against, because we cannot continue. Nigeria cannot continue this way in the first place. You understand? So the lowdown of the story here right now is that Omoyele Sowore's passport has been seized, and the government had taken out. The court has said they're not going to let it go because the police IGP or the police are saying that it's going to be a flight risk and it's going to be running away. All right, so please leave your thought of what you think about this case in the comment section. What do you think about the court? Now, one other area I want to address as well is our judicial system. But I want to read something that Sowore wrote here on. It says there's no rather on something online. This is what Shomele wrote. There is no criminal justice system in Nigeria. Instead, criminals have hijacked our justice system. If you go check one of my videos that I made a long time ago, I actually termed it that Nigeria and its criminal justice system. Our justice system has been hijacked, and I agree with this. And our justice system is now become one where the rich gets to buy justice and the poor gets judgment. And judgment is the wielding stick where you get beaten by the court because the rich can actually buy the justice and buy judgment. And then there's flagrant abuse of people's human right, people's freedom of expression, people's freedom of speech, which is what DJA is asserting. And this is one thing I think we all have to vehemently speak about. This cybersecurity law is now become a tool for politicians to use to clamp down on free speech. And if in case you've not noticed it, Nigerians are being gagged a lot. There's a lot of people who have criticized this current government who have gone to jail. The end bad governance protests, you saw how many kids were jailed for treason. That's not right. Democracy is about you can criticize public servant because they're called public servant because they're paid by the taxpayers. So why would you criticize a government and the government jails you? It doesn't make any sense. This is what happens in the West. Every day we see the UK Prime Minister get criticized on TV every single day. You see the President of the United States, whether it's before Trump, Joe Biden, get criticized every day. Nothing happens. It's freedom of speech. In Canada today, Justin Trudeau's criticized every day, and nothing happens across the entire Western world where democracy of some sort is practiced. Every time you speak against government, nothing happens because it is deemed as your own human right or citizen right of that country. So you seizing his passport or restricting him because he criticized you, then there's an issue. Remember the other time, one former police deputy commissioner of police or something like that, whose wife was abducted once, and somebody criticized him. The person was jailed because of that. Do you understand? You can see why we're being gagged. We're talking about cyberbullying. When you criticize government, the only thing that the government hasn't done right now is to seize all of our equipment, all our phones, technology devices. That's all they've not done yet. So this is why we must fight for 2027. See, this corruption in our justice system, in our judiciary, is a menace, is a plague, is cancerous. and we must band together as a people to fight it. Let's don't relent. As always, if you're meeting this for the first time, please like, share, subscribe. We need your subscription so we can get this content out to more people. All right. And then leave your comment in the comment section. What do you think is happening in our justice system? Do you think it is fair, the ruling today? Thank you and God bless. Bye bye.